Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. In this particular tutorial, I'm going to be teaching us how to cut a denim short. That is the same thing as a jean short. So guys, I want you to make sure you watch the end because I'll be teaching you how to sew it. And I'll also be teaching you at the end of this particular, that's why you need to watch the end. I will be teaching you how to fix a thread for making a jean. It is not the same thing to other dresses. So make sure you watch the end. Make sure you subscribe and like this video. So guys, the first thing we're going to be doing is the folding, and you guys know that for you to fold, you have to fold for the front and for the back. But first of all, you have to fold for the front. Do you understand? And we are going to be folding with the thigh circumference. Okay guys, but before you fold, there's something you need to do. You always need to check your denim material. Yes, check the part that is stretched because that is the part you're going to be folding with. Do you understand? Yes, you fold it as the weight. Are you seeing it? Look at this one. Here is stretchy, so that is why I'm folding it this way. Are you seeing it? Okay, so make sure you arrange it. Then after you are done folding it, then next thing you are going to be doing is, remember I said we are folding with measurement. And what is that measurement? We are folding with the thigh circumference. Then in this case, the thigh circumference is 30 inches. So the 30 inches divided by 2 is going to be giving you 15. That is the width which we have folded here. Are you seeing it? We have folded 15 inches for the width. Okay. Then after we are done doing this, you're also going to fold according to the length of the short. Now the length of the short is 17 inches. So just add extra 5 inches to it. This 5 inches is for both the hemming allowance and the rest. Do you understand? Like just add extra 5 inches to it for folding sake. Are you saying it? This is the 17 inches, then plus extra 5 inches allowance. Okay, you can go ahead to reduce the 5 inches. Okay, so look at it guys. After you are done folding, are you seeing it? Okay, so let's get to the next step. The next thing we are now going to be doing is, since we are done folding for the front, is we are going to be marking out 2 inches for the hemming allowance. Please, I want you to know that if you notice, I'm starting from the down. I'm not starting from the upper part of the short. Do you understand? So I don't want you guys to be confused in any way. Are you seeing it? This is the 2 inches. That is the folding allowance. Are you seeing it? So that is where I'm starting. I'm starting from the down part. Are you seeing it? 2 inches for the folding part of the short. So after we are done folding 2 inches, next thing we need to do is to mark out the ghetto line. What do I call the ghetto line? It is the middle part of the 15 inches. That is, we are marking out 7.5. Are you seeing it? 7.5. Okay, this is also called the crease, traveler's crease. Do you understand? The crease point. Now yes, on a trouser, this is that particular point that when you finish ironing your trouser or your short, that sharp part that shows that it is ironed, that is this part. So take your ruler and connect. As you can see, we have connected. Look at it guys, look at it there. Take your ruler and also connect. This part is for the 15, while the center part is the 7.5. so the next thing we are going to do, as you can see, from that part which we stopped as 2 inches, you take it and mark the 16 inches for the short length. Are you seeing it? 16 inches for the short length. That is just what we have marked. Now remember, I told us we are starting from the down going to the upper side. So take your rule and the rule on it. The next thing you are going to be doing is you are going to be cutting it out. Okay guys, so now we have cut it out. Next thing we are going to be doing is marking out the measurement point. So let's mark out the crotch length. This is what we are going to be doing now. So for the sake of this particular tutorial, if you notice, our crotch length is 10 inches. Are you seeing it? So make sure you mark out 10 inches. So for those of you that don't know how to measure for this, I have video on how to measure for a short or for a trouser. So next thing we are going to be doing now, we are marking for the hip length. So automatic way of getting the hip length is from the crotch length, step up and mark 2 inches. Just the same thing we have done now. So after you have done doing that, take your ruler and the connect. Please guys, I'm sorry that the chalk is not showing like that, but I want you guys to make sure you really understand it. So next thing we are going to be doing is we are going to be forming the crotch. So to form the crotch, you need to divide the hip 46 by 4, which you are going to 11.5. So make sure you mark out 11.5 from this point. Are you seeing it? Mark 11.5. So when you are done, make sure you connect it down to the crotch length. Look at what I'm going to be doing now. Connect it down to the crotch length. Now look at it. This part is for the hip, while the other part is for the crotch that we are forming. Now if you notice at this point, what I just did now is that I marked diagonally 1 inch. Are you seeing it? Then I'm not going to be connecting. But before you connect, get the midpoint of this, which is 5 inches. Then connect with a curve. Okay. So if you look at the other part of your screen, you can also see an image representing what I'm just explaining now. So next thing we need to do now is to check the base, which is 14. So you have to multiply it by 2, which is 28. So that 28 divided by 4. Do you understand? Whatever you get, which is going to be 7 inches, that is what we are going to be imputing at the down part. So 7 inches here and 7 inches on the other side, making it a total of 14 inches. Now we have gotten this part. The next thing you are going to do is to connect. Are you seeing it? So make sure you connect, guys. Make sure you connect it this way. Okay, after you are done, the next thing we are going to be doing now is to impute the waist measurement. So the waist is 40 inches divided by 4 is going to give us 10 inches, and we are going to be marking out the 10 inches. After that, we need to add extra 1 inches for the ease. Do you understand? Yes, mark extra 1 inch for the ease. Please, hope you guys know this is for female short. It's only a female short you can do this on. So make sure you connect it this way. Are you seeing it, in order to form the waist cuff? So after that, take your scissors and then cut it out exactly the same way I'm cutting it out, guys. So after you are done cutting it out, take your scissors and open out this particular point. Okay, so continue cutting according to the shape of the short. Now that we are done cutting it out, next thing we are going to be doing is marking out the waist effect. Are you seeing it? 1 inch from the waist center. Yes, mark it out. Then make sure you take your rule and they connect it to the edge, as you can see on your screen. Please make sure you don't cut it out yet. Yes, so don't cut it out yet, so as not to confuse yourself in any way. Do you understand? Okay, so we are now going to be folding it out, and we are going to be placing for the back part. You guys should remember, while folding for the front part, we folded according to the width and also the length. The same thing we are going to be doing at the back, but make sure the back must be 3 to 5 inches wider and should also be at least 1 inch longer than the front. As you guys can see, this is wider and also longer than the front. Yes, that is what I want you guys to do. So now, next thing we are going to be doing, extend your line at the crotch point. Are you seeing it? So for this particular tie, I'm going to mark in out 3.5. Are you seeing it? For a tie of like 30 inches and above, mark out 3.5. Okay, then now I've marked out 3.5 here. I'm going to be extending it to the down part. So I'll be decreasing. Now is 3. Are you seeing it? So from here now is what? 2.5. So now that I've gotten it, next thing I need to do is to connect it this way. Okay, so let's get to the waist part. So because it's a jean, I'm going to be using 1.5. But you see, if it is a normal shirt or a normal trouser, I'll be using 2 inches. So from here downwards is 2 inches. Are you seeing it? 2 inches. Okay, so next thing you need to do is to connect. Yes, connect with a curve, as you can see on your screen. Please, while connecting, you have to step down with ½ inch here, then connect it. Are you seeing it? Okay, so at the upper side, remember I said the back should be 1 inch longer than the front. That is what I've just marked out here. So connect it to the other side. Are you seeing it? Both of them by the side are equal. It is only at the center front and the center back that is not equal. So next thing you need to do is to use your scissors and they cut it out, as you can see on your screen. Just take your time and cut it out. Please guys, if you have not ordered for our book, a book that will teach you how to cut this short, everything you need to learn how to cut, please make sure you order it. Our book is the perfect dress cutting guide. Just make sure you order it. Chat me out on WhatsApp, and also make sure you comment in the comment section. So next thing we are going to be doing, guys, is you need to cross check to make sure here is equal. If not, it's going to affect you while sewing. If it is not equal, make sure you equalize it by shorting one part of it. Are you seeing it? That is just what I've done now. Okay guys, are you seeing it? So we are now done cutting. It is at this particular point. Okay, let's continue, guys. So next thing we are going to be doing is we are going to be cutting out the pocket pieces. Please, I want you to know, cutting out this particular pocket and the pocket for a normal trouser or short isn't the same thing. This is like a jean pocket style. So in order to cut it out, as you guys can see, we have measured both the width and the length of that particular sample that I was with there. Okay, and according to the sample, all I have there is 9 inches by 9 inches. Please, you can also make your own 8 inches by 8 inches. In fact, I prefer for you to make your own 8 inches by 8 inches. Okay, the pocket mustn't be that deep. Are you seeing it? So what I'm marking out here is 9 inches by 9 inches. That is 9 inches width and 9 inches depth. So make sure you take your scissors and then cut it out, guys. Okay, make sure you open it up because it is for the two pockets. Next thing we are going to be doing now is that we are going to be marking out a curve. This curve is just for a design. It's not necessary. Even if you don't want to curve yours, you can still decide not to curve it out, but I would advise you to curve it out because it's a general method. Okay, so make sure you curve it out the same way you are seeing on your screen, guys. After you are done, now this particular pocket is ready. Next thing we are going to be cutting now is for the zip flyer, the pieces. As you can see, the zip flyer, you have to use 8 inches by 4. Are you seeing it? 8 inches by 4. That is what I have just used now. So take your rule and connect, then make sure you cut it out. Please, when you are done cutting it out, you have to separate and fold them into 2. Are you seeing it? This is really how a zip flyer is supposed to be. So when you fold it, now becomes 2 inches by 8 inches, as you can see. Okay, make sure you open up the down part and make sure you give it this curve. Give it this curve from the folded edge. Are you seeing it? Yes, give it this curve. Yes, are you saying it? Now look at it very well. Yes, that is actually what I want you guys to do. So the next thing we are going to be doing now is, look at it very well. It is the pocket. On the front part of the shirt, we are going to be opening it up as this one you are seeing. So if you notice, we have just measured it. So our measurement is 4 by 5 inches. As you can see, it is just what I'm marking out now. You seeing it? 4 by 5 inches. 4 is the width, 5 inches is the length of the surface pocket. The physical parts that we are seeing. So next thing you need to do is to connect the 2 points which you have marked. Yes, make sure you connect it. Then after you are done connecting it, you shouldn't just cut it. You need to add extra ½ inch to it. Yes, for folding. Why sewing it? As you can see, we have done that. So look at it, ½ inch, ½ inch. So take your scissors and then cut it out. Okay, guys, that is just what we have done now. So next thing we are going to be doing now is the part you cut off, I'm going to be replacing it back just to show you guys something. Are you seeing it? So place the pocket, because this is how we are going to be placing the pocket. So make sure you turn the front, then I'm going to be showing you guys something. Now if you notice when you place this one, there's still a curve which we have not applied on the pocket. Please make sure you apply it just the same way you are seeing on your screen. Then after you are done, take your chalk and please identify that this side is for this particular point is for the side. Please make sure you take your chalk and they identify it. It's very, very important you do that. So after you are done doing that, as you can see, we are 100% done doing that part. So the next part we are going to be doing now, look at it, is the yoke for the back. You guys should know that a jean, trousers, shorts have this kind of yoke. So make sure you mark out 2.5 or 3 inches from the back center. Are you seeing it? Okay, please, this is dependent on what you actually want to do yours. Then from here, mark out 1 inch. Are you seeing it? Then when you are done marking it out, next thing I want you to do is to use your rule and then connect it, guys. Make sure you use your rule to connect it. After you're done connecting it, all I want you to do is to cross-check the measurement and also use your scissors and then cut it out. As you are cutting it out, please, I want you to make sure you like this video. So after you are done cutting it out, as you can see, next thing I want you to do is to identify the parts. Are you seeing it? This is the upper part. I'm identifying the upper part so that I will not mistakenly use it for the down part. Okay, so we are going to be tracing it on another one, just the same way we do on yokes. In order to trace it, you have to check if the material is stretchy, then make sure you place it. And at the down part, that is the part which we are going to be joining back to the short, make sure you add extra 1 inch. Now that 1 inch is for the joining, ½ inch on this side and ½ inch on the other side. Just know that. So after you are done adding this 1 inch, next thing you need to do is to cut it off. Just cut everything off. Do you understand? Cut it off. So guys, as you guys can see, I'm taking my time to cut it off. So now that I'm done cutting it off, next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take my chalk and identify the part that is the upper and the down side. As you can see, this part is the upper side. Are you seeing it? I'm also identifying it on this other one. This is the upper side. Now, if I'm to place it on the shirt, this is it. Are you seeing it? I'm going to be joining it this way. Yes, that is how we are going to be doing it. Okay, guys, thank you for always being with me in this particular tutorial. So you guys can see, we are done. Thanks and may God bless you. And also, This is the finished product. Are you seeing it? Make sure you subscribe and like this particular video so as to have access to the sewing aspect, because the sewing aspect has a lot of information, guys. So like I told you guys, if you haven't bought our book, The Perfect Dress Cutting Guide, which is going to teach you all you need to know on how to cut any dress, make sure you order for yours. Thanks and may God bless you. Bye.